Welcome, I'm Mahana. This is Change Your Funk to Fun. We're going to help you change your funk to fun today. This talk today is what happens when you finally speak kindly to yourself. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. We're going to anchor up your internal self-talk with yourself and help assist you with connecting with your heart, with your true essence, with your divinity part of you that you actually are, so that you can activate and enhance unconditional love flowing through you, especially with the internal voice that you have within yourself in every aspect within you. So we welcome you to this show today. Yes, and we'll be heading and moving towards, so what really happens once you actually talk kindly to yourself, which will be wonderful. And in order to be able to do that, we're going to get real here, okay? And if we can invite you, if you can invite yourself to be real. Are you willing to be authentic with yourself? Are you willing to be true to yourself? And if you can, then you'll be amazed at what things you can discover about yourself, unlock and release within yourself, even help yourself get unstuck and begin moving forward, and help yourself elevate yourself so that you can vibrate at a higher level of vibration, a frequency, and more in tune with your full alignment and essence of your love that you actually are here. So we welcome you to this today. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Whoo, and some of the stuff's going to get real, and I'll be sharing my story and then stories of other clients that I have helped serve greatly with this ability for you to be able to actually talk kindly with yourself and then actually be kind with yourself. Yes. Would you like to do that? I'm glad you said yes. Excellent. Yay. Okay, so in order to be kind with yourself, an ability to actually be kind with yourself is that it's important that you actually do connect into your heart, connect into your feelings and your emotions. We're going to be helping you with that today. And coming up with the thoughts that you have or the language or the voice within yourself, if it is critical or judgmental or rude or blaming or just feeling very, very low, I guess would be the best way to say it, then okay. The gift here is that there's maybe aspects within you that needs your love, that actually needs that kindness, that needs that welcoming back to your heart, and you actually bringing those parts of you back to you. And this is the gift of becoming more whole within yourself here as a human. Because, can I just say, that most of us that were born, especially in the 20th century, agree to have some very challenging experiences in our lives. And if you believe in other lifetimes that you may have had or other timelines, that you have had probably many other lifetimes that have been quite challenging too. And the gift is this is the hero journey. You are able to rectify this. You are able to shift it and change it and allow yourself to unconditionally love yourself in every possible way of every part of you at the highest level. And then kindness will become a natural way for you, a natural way that you are kind with others and you are equally kind with yourself, and that you speak kindly within you, up here in your mind, in your head, in your brain, and then also in your heart and in your full body and every aspect with you. Yes, so can you ask yourself on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being that you are horrible with yourself and in the worst possible way, and then a 10 being that you are extremely kind, you are so unconditionally loving, it's almost magical, okay, at that highest level. So ask yourself, where are you on that gauge, Are you at like a 50%, 60%, 70, 80, 90? Where are you, right? Okay. I would guess that majority of people are probably 60, 70% is my guess. And it'd be kind of neat if we did a little survey, right? Wouldn't that be kind of neat to see how much and how often? It's been said that we have 26,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thoughts, okay? That a lot of circulating ideas that come through us. How much is that is actually resonating in the unconditional love that you are? I would say probably pretty rare. To actually be able to access our own unconditional love within ourselves and vibrating that consistently is one of the invitations that we are being invited to, especially in this lifetime. And we invite you to it here because you can. You actually can, because actually at the highest level, you actually are. You are unconditional love at the highest level of oneness, of all of divinity, and it's such a beautiful gift. It's just we agreed, many may call it the veil, we agree to forget. who we really are. And then being born as newborn babies here, we received all of the imprints and the beliefs of our parents and caregivers, and even siblings and close family members, and the culture, society, religions, our first 7 years of life. Even growing in your mom's belly, add that one in too. And that's from a lineage. Our own DNA that we receive from our parents has the patterns that our ancestors, our grandparents and great grandparents, and all of that litany in our makeup of who we are. And the gift is that you, in your free will choice, can change any of these. And that's the biggest gift. And once you can recognize that, admit that, and begin to actually start making these changes, it actually can become easier, because once you realize, wow, I am actually this powerful. It's a huge piece to activate your personal power within you. And we'll be talking near the end of this talk about paths and ways that you can do this. And I do offer this for people because I've done it for myself and it works. Yes, it does. And I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people in their lives too. And you can too. Because there's just things we don't know. If we don't know what we don't know, then we don't know how to change things, or we don't know anything to make any difference of. And the gift is that you can change these once you do know. Knowledge is very powerful, especially when it's truth. Especially when it resonates and feels right within you. When it does that, boom, excellent. Yes, yes, yes. And actually, a lot of the knowledge you can actually access within yourself. And that's the biggest help I help people with, is to actually connect into their own wisdom, their own intuition, their own recollection, and even memories of things for themselves that are here to actually help them. And you can help yourself with this. So we welcome you to this. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so unconditional love means there are no conditions, none, completely open, 100% open of love. And love at its purest state is that complete connection of all parts of us, in the connection with divinity, connection with Mother Gaia. It's this flow energy. That's how I like to describe love, is this flow state. Yeah, and it actually feels really good. It's even beyond words that we can even describe, of the love flow state. When things are in harmony, when things are, when you are feeling, wow, those synchronicities, things just line right up, things just happen. You just begin to receive things and experience things, and have things happen even nicer and kinder than you could have even imagined. I would recommend that that's a very high energy field of that flow state of pure love. And pure love can also be included in that is joy and bliss, ecstasy, harmony, all these beautiful, higher, faster vibrational energies. Yes, that you can actually embody within your own body. Yes, you can. A lot of us weren't taught this, okay? Because most of us have a lot of limiting beliefs that we're still in the process of rectifying and healing and releasing and letting go. And this is the journey that we're on. And we welcome you with this journey, meaning that we welcome you with the transformational change journey. Because once you can recognize that everything is changing all the time, it's kind of this paradox that's here, where actually at the centeredness of each one of us and with oneness divinity, there is no change. Everything just is at the highest level of this pure flow state of love. And because we're human, we come to this physical planet, slowing all this energy down now, that now we can, have a little bit of differences of stuff. And that's okay, what does it, we get to create meanings to things, have definitions to things. We get, instead of just this stillness state where nothing is changing, everything just is, and it is is the pure state of love, to which many have called the Big Bang, or when all these changes started happening and all of us started being created, which is really amazing, millennium ago. Guess what? Now change is the way. Yes, it is. And I'm sure many of you have recognized, especially this last 5 years, how fast everything is changing now, how fast time is going. And how fast we can have access to information. Even talks like this, the fact that you can help click on here and boom, have it right there on your phone is pretty amazing. And what a gift. What a gift that we get to share information. We get to connect. I'm a spiritual guide and a spiritual connector. And I used to be a holistic nurse, which I was grateful for. I used to help moms have babies. And I am a certified Psych instructor, so I love teaching Psych. So we'll be talking more about Psych as a beautiful tool to help you. And I am creating new material, launching June 11th, called Find Your Sacred Way, an online course for you to exactly do this, activate your unconditional love within you, and to allow yourself to wake up to your true essence of who you are and the true divinity that you are, and start letting go, releasing, removing those things out of your body, of all those false limiting beliefs that you embodied your first 7 years of life. And you get to do this. It's in your free will choice time. So it is up to you to say, yes, you know what? I am sick of all that stuff, and something has to change. That's going to be a huge one we'll be talking about to help you with that is how you actually begin to shift and start experiencing in new ways. And going from the conditioned love, most of us were raised in conditioned love, which means I'll love you if, you do this, or I'll love you when you're like this, but I don't love you when you're like this. So as children, many of us got raised where we had to be a certain way in order to be loved. And a lot of times it didn't even feel right. Instead of just, how about we just let it be who we are? Like, can I just be loved by just who I am? Just exactly as I am right now? What? That's unconditional love. And it may be rare for you to have someone in your life that unconditionally loves you, regardless of what you say or what you do or how you are. Just by your essence, just by your beingness, just by you being here, you are unconditionally loved. And you actually are from divinity, from oneness. But many of us are disconnected from that oneness connection. And so that's why it's also vital to help yourself start moving on that journey, to reconnect back to your divinity again, back to what it means to be connected with oneness, with source consciousness, with the universe, however you would like to share or express that. And yes, religions can be helpful, and many of us have been raised in religions, but just trust and know that it's your spiritual connection which is really the huge key. And then, hey, if you have a religious part to that can help, that's awesome. And if you don't have it, that's okay too. That's awesome too. And that's the gift. You get to decide with that, right? So ask yourself, would you like to live a life where you can feel the unconditional love of the universe, of all that is, of divinity, of source, moving through you, every cell of your body, especially your heart, that's for sure, where you know that you are unconditionally loved and revered and honored here. And at the highest level with that is one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself. It will be a gateway for you with your own self-healing of any body conditions where you're not in your wellness, where you're in more of a dis-ease state or a discomfort state. Or if you're having challenges with relationships where those aren't working out so well, or even finances, any of the areas of life experiences will bring you these situations. You can call them challenges, or you can call them opportunities. So a crisis and an opportunity is the two sides of the coin. And it is in your free will choice to begin to open up your mind and open up your heart in a way by just asking questions, becoming curious. If you can become curious, that will be a humongous ability for you to start making transformational changes within you, which means you can actually access things within your heart and start opening your heart more to more unconditional love experiences than maybe you have before. And what a difference that is, which will then help you with your kind words that you'll be speaking to yourself. Because when that happens, yes, your life will begin to change. You will have more synchronicities in your life, more flow, more positive experiences. And then in time, yes, put things specific, like, yes, I'd love to be wealthy. Yes, I'd love to have a beautiful, loving, romantic, intimate, deep relationship. I'd love to have great connections and great friends. I'd love to have a successful business or ministry or career, ways that I can share my gifts with the world, and where I feel very satisfied. I feel very fulfilled, and I'm flowing, and I'm experiencing nature. I'm experiencing great conversations, delicious chocolate, a beautiful sunrise or a sunset, a walk on the beach. The gift with living on earth is we get to have an abundance of beautiful experiences of unconditional love. It's just most of us don't even see it, or we don't even notice it. And then we don't even realize that, hey, it would be nice if I could be kind with myself, right? That's going to be the whole cherry on the top here, when that can just become a natural state for you. So if you are at a point where you actually are in resistance to that or have blocks to that, we will be talking about that, because it is actually vital for you to address those, because that's the reason why you're not experiencing this right now. And the gift is you can change it. And if you can realize, wow, and you can even just say to yourself, what if I could change this? What if I can make this difference? Wow, would that matter to me? Would that make a difference to me in my life? And if the answer is yes, if your body feels it and you say, yes, yes, it is, then that's your invitation. Most of us, for the things we're meant to be doing, or the new things we're meant to be learning or growing in or receiving, is we get spiritual nudges. You are going to be getting spiritual nudges. Can you hear it? Can you listen to it? That's a bit of kindness right there, actually, unconditional love, kindness being sent to you. And even in this talk, maybe some of the message that's here in this talk can be exactly that for you. And we welcome you to that. And if you can say yes to it, that means you have the courage and the willingness, to go experiencing in the higher level of consciousness. And that's what we get to do here, is to expand and to grow. And we welcome you to this. Ooh, what happens, and when it's really true and it's real kindness, you connect back into your heart again. You connect back and activate your unconditional love within you. And kindness is a beautiful gateway to do that. It really is. So in order to be able to make sure that you are speaking kindly to yourself internally, and even words that you say out about you, are you speaking kindly? And then are you speaking kindly with others too? Of course, because that's going to be a whole nother reflection. But we'd love to have you checking in with yourself about that. Is if you're not doing that 100%, if you are being critical or judgmental or even hurtful or harmful or just yucky and crappy to yourself, okay, can you admit it? And the gift comes in. Are you willing to begin to start making those changes? And that's super huge. One step at a time, one breath at a time. And allowing yourself to just begin and to choose and to get support. So we'll be talking about some tools that you can have that can support you. You don't have to do this all on your own. You can get supports, which is really huge. But for now, there will be some things that you will be doing for yourself, and that is excellent. There's a whole combination of having the supports that are important for you, and then also doing things, the self-responsibility to do your own personal work with you, because you can. The majority of it you will be doing with yourself. And then there's also wonderful to have some supports. So if you are having any blocks to letting yourself easily talk kindly with yourself, easily speak kindly with yourself, easily be kind with yourself, and be kind with others, where kindness just becomes a natural flow in your life. If there's a time in your life where you can't do that, okay, it just may mean that you're hurting. You may be going through a really rough time right now, and that's just where you are. And the fact that you aren't able to be there yet with that kindness is actually an opportunity, because life experiences give us opportunities. So you might have had some losses. You might have had really tough, challenging times in your life that you're still moving through to heal. And if you can admit it, it's everything. When you can admit it, now you can do something about it. Yes, when you can just say, okay, yep, I have had some stuff, and I need some help, and I need to go definitely help myself, and I can also receive some help. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because with those blocks, it just means that, and you're having difficult or challenging times in your life, it just means that it is time to heal those childhood wounds that you have. The times that happened when you were younger, because it just keeps repeating as you get older. And a lot of us will get locked into beliefs that we have, or conclusions that we have come up with, and then that creates our reality. I have someone that is in my life, or was in my life, he's not so much anymore, but he was in my life, that recently shared something with me. And if this is helpful for you, may it be very helpful for you. I had sent him a video about the divine feminine and how it's here to heal the man's soul. And I thought, oh, that's so beautiful. And the talk was absolutely beautiful. And it is talking about unconditional love, the true love. You know, that the feminine is meant to be with the masculine, and the masculine is meant to be with the feminine. And many of us have not experienced that in our lifetimes. No, not at all. Actually, the exact opposite for majority of people, especially starting with our moms or dads growing up, and then in relationships, if it's in marriages and things like that. And that's actually what happened with this gentleman, where his ex-wife was quite critical and belittling and harsh, and it was a really tough experience. And I think he might have had some stuff with his mom, with her anger and stuff like that, because usually there is stuff with the parents. That's the thing. For myself, it was my dad. I didn't get the close, loving relationship that I wanted from my dad. So my childhood experience is more of the dad issue. So usually one of us has something with one of our parents or even siblings. But if you did, the comment that he made is that he believed that women are not capable of actually offering unconditional love to men, like just being in that unconditional love space of holding space for them, of that kindness, for the man, of listening and supporting, enhancing, and helping to elevate them in their highest levels of consciousness. And I was kind of blown away by that because he didn't even think that we're even capable of that. And I was like, whoa, ouch, that hurt. Yikes. And he believed that there's many men that believe that. And there might be a lot of men that are believing that now. And it could be even one of you who's listening to this now. So if I can offer for you, and I offered for him, can you question that? Is that really true? Or was that something that was because of the experiences that you had growing up, and even in relationships, even as an adult, that's what you experienced. So therefore you concluded, well, that must be true. That must be why, right? Because at the highest level, we actually all are divinity consciousness here, the I am presence here. So we actually have the capacity of all of us have the capacity for unconditional love. All of us do, women and men, we do, because it's how we're designed. It's who we are. It's just, it might have gotten blocked. So the people who weren't able to do it is because they were hurting. Hurting people hurt people. They don't know any other way of doing it until they're ready for their own self-healing. And once they can heal their wounds, and then instead of being a wounded victim, you become a wounded healer. You then now can be kind with yourself and kind with others and healing, and then start connecting into your heart where that unconditional love gateway actually really is. And that's what we can do. So I wanted to offer that, if I can make that little correction, that yes, women are capable of offering unconditional love to men. That is for sure. And actually with the men, when they can be actually connected into their heart center and trust and be open-hearted and trust divinity, trust themselves, their own intuition, and then trusting their partner. Trust just means your heart is open and that it's safe. You have to know that it's safe and that it's good, and that good things are coming to you, that your worthiness is here, that you're going to receive and experience really good experiences. And if anything difficult does happen, that you can handle it, that you can turn anything into an opportunity, into something good, even to a bigger expansion within you that you wouldn't have been able to do if you didn't have that more harsh experience. So all of this is about perspective with that. Yes. And so, yes, so I believe that yes, men and women are capable of unconditional love for themselves and for others. And I offer this for you. Absolutely you are. 100%. Yes, it is. And the reason I know is because I've worked with this with myself, that I do unconditionally love myself and unconditionally love the people in my life. And I choose to be in that way. And I have made sure that I am, is that really true for me? Am I vibrating in that? Which means I had the courage and the willingness to open my heart, to heal those parts where I was hurt, because many of us have been hurt. I mean, I was raised with a lot of fear, a lot of chaos, a lot of kind of craziness. My dad was a heavy drinker, alcoholic. And I was even sexually abused as an 8-year-old girl. So throw that one in there too. And the gift is we always have a choice. We always have a choice. Every one of us has a choice. You can have a choice to trust. And if it's very difficult for you to trust, then the gift comes in is it's your opportunity to go inside your own heart and find out where is it that you're not able to trust, and why. What is that about? What is this here for you for? People might be afraid of abandonment, afraid of rejection, afraid of being, not loved enough. And then really dive into those fears, because fears is just false evidence appearing real. And we do with Psyche help people with transforming these perceptions, and then literally within minutes you can imprint in your new way of being. So instead of abandonment, you can feel accepted, wanted, deeply loved, connected. If you fear of being rejected, transform that energy, that fear of rejection. Instead of being rejected, similar thing, that I'm connected, I'm wanted, I am loved, I'm good the way I am. Because many of us have programs, and I know I certainly definitely did, and I've been keep working with this. I keep expanding myself in this to completely let go and release this, is that I was imprinted that there's something wrong with me, and I'm not good enough. And that's how I was raised, because with my dad's super high bar, perfectionism mentality, and he did the best he could. My parents definitely did the best they could. I'm forever grateful for them because they taught me so much. Because anything that didn't work out the way I wanted it to, I know I can change it within myself, and what a gift that is. Because I can always choose. I can always choose love. I choose to forgive. I choose to go in my heart and connect. I choose to admit and accept if I've done something really crappy. If I did mess up or hurt in any way, I can apologize. I'm sorry. I never meant to do that ever. I don't want to harm anybody. When you're at that level, that's where the complete kindness can come in. And what a gift that is. You can gift yourself in this way. Absolutely. I know you can, because I know I did it for myself, and I help hundreds and hundreds of people do it too. And the point comes in is are you ready for the change? Or do you have the courage and the willingness to go figure it out and go make the change? That's a bigger question to ask. Because if you don't, okay, you're going to have to keep the same experiences. And like this gentleman, he doesn't believe women are capable of unconditional love. Well, then he's going to be with people that don't show the unconditional love. And it'll keep emphasizing the truth of his belief that he has. Because that's what we do. We continue to have those same experiences of those same beliefs that then keep enhancing it. But eventually it might get to a breaking point, because eventually he's going to get sick of it, which will be really great. And then that's the gift. Then he can remember again, oh my gosh, I am unconditional love, and everybody else is here too, including women, especially women. Because women, we are meant to be with a connection of divinity. Our gift is to connect with divinity in our intuition and our heart and our emotions. And we have infinite possibilities. There's infinite possibilities here. And we get to bring in this lifetime, we're here to shift this planet from third dimension to the fifth dimension. From separation or disconnection into unity, into wholeness again. Especially the masculine and feminine. Yes, yes, yes. So that we can know that, yes, each one of us are capable of complete unconditional love. And the gateways that we'll have to need to go through is the gateway of admitting it, and a willingness to want to make a change. And then going through your heart, the heart gateway of forgiveness, and then anchoring in your unconditional love and say, yes, I know who I am. Because I am unconditional love. And letting go any kind of mask you're wearing, or stranger parts of you, or ship-shaping, or people-pleasing. Because those were just ways of the neediness of us needing love so desperately. And I was a great people-pleaser and ship-shaper. I was excellent at it. And the gift is I can let that go as best I can. And I can catch myself if I'm leaning into those old patterns that might want to try and pop up. We can say, yeah, I know, thank you. How about we can be done with that? And the gift comes in is unconditionally loving your own self. Can you be with yourself and just unconditionally love yourself? Every single part of you. Yeah, so forgive any parts that you don't unconditionally love yourself. Forgive the part of you that doesn't unconditionally love yourself. How beautiful is that? And what a gift you can do it when you can do it at the subconscious level of the subconscious level of the mind. And that's where Psyche comes in. Psyche helps you work directly, quickly, fastly with yourself. You get to use this tool for yourself. How powerful is that? And I am creating a new material called Find Your Sacred Way. The online course is launching June 11th, and we'll talk more about that at the end of the talk here. If you would love to activate, there's activations that you get to activate within yourself to more easily connect with your divinity, more easily connect with your unconditional love part of you. I work with the Council of Light and Archangel Raphael, and they are amazing that we're getting so much spiritual support to help each one of us. What it will do for you is it'll help you connect into your heart again. Allow yourself to be filled with unconditional love, because kindness goes right hand in hand with unconditional love, where you are accepted. You are wanted, you are welcomed, you are adored. How about that? And you're respected, and you're honored, and you're appreciated. All of us want this, whether we're a man or a woman. Some want more than others, but it's all worth it. And a gift is you can begin to start speaking kindly with yourself. You can begin with being kind with yourself, and just make it a point. Have it be a promise to yourself, a commitment. Say, you know what? I'm going to start noticing when I'm not kind with myself, when I'm not speaking kind with myself, or even to others. And can I catch it? Can I catch it? And can I apologize? And can I ask for forgiveness for my own self and for anyone else? And then love again and begin again. Because when you can catch it, you can do something about it. And yes, Psyche will be a huge help with that, because we'll talk near the end, but you can do a one-on-one private session, or you can come to one of my workshops and you can learn how to use this for yourself on a daily basis. But what a gift that will be, because having a tool like that, you can literally help yourself with any changes you make within minutes, and within a short time, you will begin to be being kind with yourself, speaking kind with yourself. And then your life can begin to be more in the flow, more in the grace, more into positive, exciting opportunities for you, that you can get excited about your day, like, oh, what's going to happen next, or what can happen here, because I'm going to be kind with myself. I'm going to be kind always with myself, and kind always with others as best I can. Yes, which means I'm connecting back to my true essence again, my heart, my unconditional love part of me. And we're all being invited into this. You are too, and we welcome you. So I'm going to offer for you an activation. And that Council of Light is here, and Archangel Raphael, which is awesome, and many other spiritual beings here. So we just invite you to go ahead and close your eyes and get comfortable. Take 3 cleansing breaths, nice breath in your nose, holding gently at the top, and then fully releasing. And a second breath in, holding gently, and fully releasing. Third breath in, holding gently, and fully releasing. Your breath is a huge one to help you ground and center, become present. So we welcome you to just imagine that you can connect to your heart center, and go into your heart. Allow yourself to actually imagine you can go into your heart center. It's gorgeous here. It's beautiful. You're so free. Infinite possibilities here. Yes. And we're going to invite you that you can just imagine a version of you that is in and is unconditionally loving yourself at all times, and unconditionally loving what's happening in your life. Allow this part of you to come right next to you. Just imagine her or him. So beautiful, so handsome, so loving, unconditionally loving and welcome. Connect with this part. You can let this part hold your hand, put their arm around you, even just hug you right now. This part of you says to you, we welcome you back to your heart. We welcome you back to remembering who you really are. You are unconditional love. You are the I am incarnate presence here as you, as your unique, amazing, magnificent self. And now, let yourself move to a new timeline. Move to go expand yourself, where you get to create what would your life look like if you could unconditionally love yourself and be kind with yourself. Speak kindly with yourself. What new things would change? Whew. Your body be more relaxed. You have beautiful, loving, close relationships, friendships, and maybe even a partner and just family members. You're so loved because you unconditionally love yourself. So you're magnetizing a whole bunch of love to you. You have more than enough. You live in abundance. You are enough, and you have more than enough. That's that unconditional memory, unconditional love, connection. Just imagine that. So you have lots of choices, lots of freedoms. And then you create it however you would love now. And with this, notice what matters to you the most. What is the most meaningful way for you to experience unconditional love for yourself? Let yourself be filled with it, filled to the brim. And then you can unconditionally give the overflow to all that are in your life and love you. Make note of what was most important, what mattered the most, that had you be able to actually imagine being unconditionally loved, whether it's with a beautiful, loving partner, it could be close friends, colleagues, family members, those deep, deep relationships, your own relationship, beautiful relationship with money, beautiful relationship with nature, animals, and people, those in your life. Thank this version of you that is this way, because it actually is an aspect of you. And invite yourself to spend more time with this aspect of you that knows he or she is unconditional love. Choosing to want to begin to bring this into this body here in this human level in every way, every cell of the body, every experience. And then, yes, it will be some work to go through to heal those parts where you didn't feel the unconditional love. That's exactly what your unconditional love is going to help you do. And we invite you to this. Take a nice cleansing breath. And when you're ready, we welcome you back into this room. These are activities that you can do for yourself. Yes, you can. And you can even create your own if you want to create some other creative way. This is what I do for myself. And I invite you to do for yourself. So you can speak kindly. Because what will happen when you speak kindly and you connect with this unconditional love part of you that you are, and yes, women have this unconditional love. Yes, we are. Of course, we're capable because we're the divinity here, and so are the men. All of us are. Yes, we are. Of course we are. And even if we got any goofy beliefs that we didn't believe that stuff, you can change those goofy beliefs because they're just beliefs. They're just made up from humanity of just how the construct, especially the patriarch. The patriarch definitely wanted to kind of overlay the feminine for a long time, and that's ending. I know, I'm here to help with that. Yes, because we have equalized. We are just as important as the men here, and the men are just as important as the women. And we don't have to be afraid of each other or have that lack of trust or have that disconnect. No, we just go into our hearts and we choose to trust. We choose to open our hearts. We choose to connect to our unconditional love part of us. That is the beginning step. And see what happens. See how the experiences are. Realize you can actually never be abandoned or rejected at the highest level because we are eternal beings. So yes, we might feel that and have those experiences on earth. Absolutely. And I have definitely had those and just had some recently. And it helped me go within my own heart. Even more, I chose it to be a gift. That I chose to unconditionally love myself, even as I felt abandoned or rejected, because it was just the experience I was having. And I remembered again that it's impossible for me to ever be abandoned because I know I can always stay connected with divinity and always stay connected with my heart of my true love, my unconditional love. So it's actually impossible to ever, ever be abandoned. Yeah. And maybe someone might leave or leave the relationship. Okay. That's going to be turned into an opportunity for myself because I get to always choose love. And when each one of us wakes up to that and realizes that, the game has now changed. And same with rejection too. They just might not be able to be with you right now. That's okay. Let them go. And that's the gift, is that we get to go. Are there any parts within our own self? And that's what I did with myself. I went in within myself. What the parts that I rejected, parts of me, I welcome those parts back to me again. I zero rejection going on here and zero abandonment. I want all of me back to me, all parts of me, and even the goofy weird things I did. I'm forgive those parts of me. I didn't know what I didn't know, and I can begin again. I can love that part of me. And when you can love that part of you, you'll be amazed how things can change for you. And it's a gift. It's a choice. We get a choice. Yes. So a couple clients that I've taken care of. One we'll call Robbie. She had some major health issues throughout her life. Many surgeries, many incidences with the doctors and hospitals and treatments. And oh my goodness, going. And she's a very spiritual being. Like, she has grown with her ascension. She's grown with her connection with her divinity in her heart. But yet there's parts with her human body and challenges. And for many people, those human challenges of the physical body can be really, really hard and rough. And what a gift. She came and learned Psyche. She came to my Psyche workshop when I was in Oklahoma. And I'm so grateful for her for that. And she's catapulting. It's such a gift to see her she didn't realize all the limiting beliefs she was having that was affecting all of her health issues. So we can begin to work with those. Yes, you can. And it's okay to work with the medical profession. And it's vital that you work with your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body, your energetic body, all these other parts of you. Even though you have a physical body, you actually have all those other bodies too. And they can give you a lot of great attention. And what a gift to bring all those parts back into your harmony again, back into your highest level of health and resonance. And to go through that. So what a gift. And now she's able to be more kind with herself because she wasn't being really kind to herself. And that's a huge one. If you're not being kind to yourself, that's just a big red flag that you are closed off your heart. You're not in that unconditional love energy. No, you're in conditioned love or judgment and disconnection. And what a gift. You can bring that back, especially with regaining your health again. Yay! Let yourself do that. Just begin to speak kindly with yourself. When you do, you can connect with your heart, connect with your unconditional love part of you. A vital piece is to be able to remove those limiting beliefs or the negative self-talk issues that you may be having with using a powerful tool called Psyche. Psyche helps you with doing that literally within minutes. And what a gift that is. And I am also offering Find Your Sacred Way, which is more of a feminine approach that also helps you to activate centers within you too, to easily release what's blocking your heart from being able to let yourself be kind and unconditionally loving, connecting with yourself so you can live your most highest expansive life. There are tools for you here. You may even find things like breath work or sound bowl healing, Reiki, or plant medicines. Find whatever works for you. The gift is find your way. There is a way for you. And that's what I love doing, the Find Your Sacred Way, because you can actually find your own sacred way within you, which is really huge and awesome. Yes, so a couple more clients that I have worked with. One, Anne, we'll talk about with her, that her inability to speak kindly with herself just means she was closed off to her own unconditional love within herself and her heart. Was she actually was in bed. She was bedridden for like 5 years, and she was married with kids, and she couldn't even get out of bed because she'd pass out. They call it Mott syndrome. So she would just keep passing out and passing out. And what ended up happening is that, thank goodness she found out about Psyche and realized, wow, maybe I have some limiting beliefs. Maybe I have some emotional pieces that are preventing me from getting up and living my life. And that's exactly what she did. She was able to go within herself, and I was able to help guide her with this so that she can access her wisdom. And she made the changes necessary. And in a short time, she was sitting up, which she couldn't really do very well. And then she went to her daughter's volleyball game. And within 6 months, she actually came to my workshop, flew and came, and she's living her full life now. Because she had all this fear was so overlaid that it was literally paralyzing her and keeping her in her bed. And sometimes fear can really do that. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And it can hold us disconnected from our unconditional love part of us, so that we're not kind. We're actually critical and harsh on ourselves, even to the point of being stuck in bed. So what a gift that she was able to resurrect and heal herself with the gift of Psyche, and you can too. So if you have any issues going on, it's definitely a good idea to take a look and see what tools can help you make the difference for you. And then another client I have, we'll call him Andy. That, he definitely was rocket shipping, making massive changes. He even quit his big career that he had, and because he wants to do beautiful healing work, but yet he has a lot of things that he wasn't being in his kindness at all. He's still being critical to himself, to his family, to just life, and just not feeling good. And so he found out about Psyche. He actually came with a taste of Psyche. So I offer for a taste of Psyche, that you can check my link below for that, and go to my website, mahanasacredway.com, clicking private sessions, and it's Taste of Psyche is 90% off. I'm giving a 30-minute Zoom session where you can begin to make the changes. So he made some changes and he was blown away. And then he had 6 more private sessions with me, which was awesome. And then he came to my workshop, and now he uses it for himself, which is wonderful. And for him, it had to do with his mom, his mom's upbringing, that she was so fearful and controlling and manipulating, affecting on him, that it had a massive effect in his life, throughout his life, even as an adult and married with kids and working in his field. It will definitely affect us, and he's changing all of this. It's so beautiful to see him. He's reconnected back to his heart again, his unconditional love. He's released and let go of all those, and he's healed those experiences so he can forgive his mother, forgive himself, and to be kind with himself and kind with everyone in the most magical way. So you can definitely do this too. Yes, I am teaching a Psyche workshop in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, June 6th to the 8th. So if you're going to come to Tennessee, you can come learn this. It's a 3-day workshop. You'll learn it in 3 days, so you can actually use this for yourself within minutes, changing your perceptions, reconnecting back to your heart, back to your unconditional love, releasing, letting go of those blocks, releasing those blocks that are preventing you from being kind with yourself and being kind with others, and having your highest unconditional love experience here. And in July, end of July, 25th weekend, I'll be teaching in Louisville, Kentucky. In August, I'll be in Michigan, August 12th to the 14th in Ann Arbor, Michigan. In September, it'll be Chicago, second weekend of Chicago. I think it's September 13th. I also am offering online, so if you aren't able to go to any of those in person, you can begin with yourself learning this tool of Psyche online. I have a workshop in June and in August. So just know there's things here for you. You don't have to be stuck anymore. You don't have to just say, oh, I know nothing, this kid can't change, or like the gentleman said that women aren't capable of doing something like that. How about we change those? Because once he does believe that, his whole world can change, and he can have an experience with a divine feminine woman that wants to give her unconditional love and receive the unconditional love, and that exchange is magical beyond measure, and you can have an amazing life just like that too. We are here to have an enhancing, fantastic, magical life We are here on Earth, this physical planet, that we get to be the co-creator of our lives. Remembering who you are, connecting to your heart, connecting to what feels right, your unconditional love part of you. Letting yourself be kind, speak kindly with yourself, be kind with yourself, be kind with others, is meant to be our natural state of being, our unconditional, loving, natural way of being. And we welcome this for you. This is our time. And it is possible, absolutely. And you can definitely do it, because I know I've helped many, 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 and I love it because I've done it for myself. And you can too. This has been a wonderful time being with you. I send my love always. I look forward to hearing from you. Just reach out to me on my website, and we'll connect. And we are here for each other. So let's roll. Have a beautiful day. Aho.